everybody, welcome to another episode of LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2! That's right, we got level 3 Castle Hassle Story! Not sure what that intro was all about, but figured I'd switch it up a little bit. Well, we got an unknown stud requirement as we did not quite get there, and we are going to get a trophy achievement called None Shall Pass, but I'm already talking through the cutscene, so I'm going to go ahead and shh.
You can rely on the Avengers to host a great victory rap party.
A great job they did on Loki.
The brie is fantastic.
Could you pass me some more nachos?
Sure, giant man!
Welcome, Wasp. Enjoy the spread, although I'd steer clear of the Asgardian Volivants.
Food of the gods, my friends.
Where's Banner?
He enjoys his quiet time.
Well, I guess the Hulk not being here means you've saved on the catering.
Incoming call from Nick Fury.
Another emergency. Did you get those doors to the command center fixed, Tony?
Yeah, of course. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Great pity. The hors d'oeuvres were outstanding.
You wash, I'll dry.
Come on, we better...
Spider-Woman. But you can call me Gwen.
Gwen? Okay, I think there's some dimension distorting going on here.
People of Manhattan, welcome to Chronopolis. Those who bow to me, do my bidding, shall be rewarded. But those who fail me will be cast aside as for your so-called heroes. They shall find life a challenge in my world of worlds.
Chronopolis?
World of Worlds? What do you suppose that means?
It'll have to wait. We've still got bad guys to catch. Is that your goblin?
No, looks from the future.
All right, we get control of our superheroes, and unfortunately, what's about to happen, I think I'm terrible at. I'm not 100% sure on this. It may just kind of be the wonky controls or whatever, but I think that I may be less than stellar at this whole objective here. So essentially, you are flying through the air from web to web, and basically, we got to go ahead and chase this guy, and it appears as though you have to go through the wings of Vulture in order to get close and capture him. Now, yeah, that's the part that I'm not so good at. And it looks like it's the rule of 3, but then there's kind of a wee bit of a surprise, and it turns out it's kind of the rule of 6 because they double down on us with another character. So it is kind of cool how as we go around through the town, it actually indicates what the building names are or what street we're on or kind of the area, so to speak. And I think that's pretty cool because they've never really done that before. They've always had general areas or locations, but they've never really had like a street by street type of deal. So you can see I am missing those circles left and right, and finally I get close, and I feel like I'm getting really close, and then I finally go through one of those circles and booyaka shao. So definitely have to go through those circles whilst being close, and I think, yes, it's over, and I plummet down to the ground, and then all of a sudden I spin the camera around, and wait a minute, something's going on here. I am not done yet. I'm not really sure what's going on yet, but wait, I kind of already told you. They doubled down on characters. So after waiting a hot second or two, we actually get a little new indication marker of where we need to go. There it is, and we'll go ahead and follow that up and around the corner to find another character that we need to track down and fly through those rings again. So yeah, I thought about putting a quick link here, but I wasn't even sure what to call it. I didn't know if you'd want to skip this or not. We do have another cutscene coming up here in just a minute, and then we'll move on to the actual meat and potatoes of level 3, Castle Hassle, which is actually pretty fun. Little trip back in the past, so to speak. But look at that. So, yeah, we got a little transformation here and not really digging it, to be honest with you. And we got to follow around. I actually get really lost here with the cameras, too. It's kind of, again, probably user error, but this may be a little bit more difficult than I am assuming that it is. But, again, I have a little bit of better concept of what I'm doing here, and I'm trying to be more precise. So, first time was not a problem. And I will also say they kind of switched it up on us, and they're actually switching characters and camera angles on us from time to time, too. So, let's say that you have a particular scenario that requires 2 characters. Well, normally you might have to perform the first part with one character and then toggle to the other character with either triangle or Y, and then at that point you would have control of the second character. Well, now I'm so used to that, I'm hitting triangle to switch characters, but I'm actually switching back to the character who started because it's automatically switching. Now, on this particular run here, that's not at all what's happening. It's just user error. I keep running into them pumpkins. And I've never been a fan of pumpkins. I'm not really sure why, but this just further proves that I made the right choice. All right, another cutscene.
Ugh, gross. Goblin from the future? Knights from the past? What's going on?
I better head back. Wasp, are you getting this?
Yeah, looks like they came through some kind of portal. Picking up another one. What's Claw doing in Manhattan?
The rest of the Avengers need to work out why Kang's brought us here. Luckily, we've got help.
Hey, this is quite a gathering.
Yeah, I should have brought my new mixtape.
Save it for later, guys. We've got work to do. What do you know about Kang?
All I need to. He's one seriously bad dude.
And his accomplice?
Ravana Renslayer. When Kang conquered her kingdom, she became his bride.
Doctor Strange, could Kang be attacking multiple time eras at once?
Possibly. It needs further consultation.
2 teams. One to chase down those knights, the other, check out where Claw went.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to develop a little bit of a pattern here. It seems as though there are going to be multiple choices, which is kind of cool. And in this particular case, we actually get to choose which one we do. Like in the last level, we actually had 3 different assignments that just kind of happened sequentially, and we didn't have a choice in which ones we got to do first or second. We actually get to choose that now. So we're going to choose the original spot and, of course, try to keep the story levels in the right order. Technically, I don't think it matters which one you choose, but just to be safe, we're choosing the left one. It's kind of cool being able to kind of dictate where you go and who you get to play with, because who knows, maybe you wanted to play with somebody that you haven't had access to, and now you do. But whatever the case may be, follow the old blue ghost stud trail down and around, and we're actually going to go to that bouncing Poiple icon. I guess it's not bouncing. Why is it not bouncing? Normally it's going right here. Hello. Doink, doink, doink. Bouncing. Anyways, all right, we're going to that little terror in, I guess, it's some sort of a vortex. So we'll go ahead and press the icon indicated and hop right on inside, and look at that. It takes us back. Now, I feel like Lego Dimensions is happening here because we've kind of gone through a little vortex portal point there, and all of a sudden we're in a whole new area, and it looks completely different. So, again, a little bit of the recycling of assets or themes, and very cool, very cool. Now, right off the bat, we have an opportunity to take on a little quest here, which I don't think you have a choice. In fact, I'm pretty sure in order to advance that you have to take this on. Now, we actually get rewarded a gold brick, so it is possible that this is a little bit of a detour and that this is part of the free roam stuff that we will normally have gotten later. But in this case, we're going to do it anyways because it certainly seems to me like it's part of the story, and because my guide writer is actually behind me right now. I'm having to figure some of this stuff out as I go. In fact, I've actually even contacted another viewer like yourself that is a little further ahead of me to give me some information that I am lacking right now. So if you are ahead of me and you think you might be able to answer some questions, feel free to drop me a comment down below or hit me up on Facebook and let me know that you are willing and able to help me out. Now, look at this. I said willing and able a minute, but we actually are willing and stable because we're by horse stables. Kind of. I don't know if that's really what's going on here. It looks like it anyway, and it rhymed, so I went for it. Hopefully I didn't lose you right there. But all right, moving along here, we're actually gonna pull out old Star-Lord and get our pew 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 on, because not only do we like shooting things, but we also like collecting studs. We're trying to get that 800,000 so we can go ahead and purchase that pink Gwen brick. And well, it's actually for a 2-time stud multiplier, if you were wondering what it was. So yeah, 800K gets you the 2 times multiply, and we'll get that soon enough. It looks like probably around, you know, the 10th level, so right around the halfway point, we'll probably be able to access that. Who knows, maybe a little sooner, maybe. Some of these levels are a little shorter than others, some of them are a little longer. And all right, we somehow got a little too far ahead for our own good, so we had to backtrack a little bit and let the knight hop on his noble steed and ride right up the hillside to yet another point of action. And here we go. I was going to say, it's coming at some point. But if you move quickly, you actually might be able to get a stud multiplier going. Look at that. We got a +4, but boy, it goes away quick. And not a whole lot of studdage floating around to be grabbeth. So, yeah, watch out, Gamora. Yeah, really, I was just a little out of control there. Sorry about that. Sorry. All right, so let's see. We have arrived. Let's see. We got inside. So please ready yourselves and let me know if you wish to storm the castle. Of course we want to storm the castle. I mean, what do you think we're here for? And just my good looks? Probably not. All right, we'll go ahead and approach that. And, ooh, look at that. We've got an actual map now where we can set waypoints and stuff, too. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. I've checked out the map already previously outside of the videos, and I was not able to see a whole lot. Now we actually have a little bit of action going on. We got Manhattan, Avengers Mansion, and the medieval, what was that mansion? Medieval England. Whoopsie. And so you can set a waypoint and move around, and look at that. Manhattan's way over here, like I was saying. And, all right, moving along. Come on, Brian. Enough of the map stuffs. Let's go ahead and accept our mission, which should take us into a cutscene and lead us into the actual level itself. Oh, yeah. At some point.
So, there's a new donut of a supervillain running around my city in thigh boots calling himself Kang. Who is this clown? I never heard of. Those other newly arrived space cowboys, the Guardians of the Galaxy? Well, they seem to be clueless too. Given one of them is a talking tree, what do you expect? That raccoon thing did say Kang has an overinflated opinion of himself and a huge sword-shaped spaceship. Kang also claims to have transported Manhattan to his personal battle arena called Chronopolis. Moved Manhattan? It was perfectly fine where it was. Where was I? Oh yeah, this Chronopolis is apparently made up from the greatest realms across time and space. The Avengers are currently investigating these claims of Kang, and if it's possible to leave Manhattan.
Merry old England is a little merry old quiet.
Something's not right. Enchantress.
Madam, I have returned with allies. What witchcraft can you muster now?
I can offer doom, destruction, and dark magic.
You must attack!
There is the pretender of whom I speak.
Nathan Garrett.
The Black Knight.
I met Captain Avalon on the way here. He confirmed my suspicions.
Soon I will prove to Kang that I am fit to rule at his side. Guards!
A classic diversionary tactic from Kang.
Enchantress, do your worst!
We gotta stop him. Tarry, sire, for it is folly to rush in.
We're trapped.
We need to get inside.
You fools dare to face the Enchantress? Such a pity.
Quickly, we must find a way inside. I fear your friend is in great danger.
Woo! Castle siege! What thinkest thou, Lady Gamora?
All right, I need some help from you Marvel expertises out there. I am kind of wondering, is this the same Enchantress as from the most recent X-Men Apocalypse movie? Now, certainly doesn't look the same, and we have had no note of the Big Brother, unless that was what Asan was supposed to be. I kind of wondered that. When I first saw him, I wondered, is that? No, it can't be. And again, totally different looking, probably unrelated, but I had to ask. Now, all right, I learned something here. We can actually move time forward and backwards. We already learned that Groot has a special ability to get big and small, or old and young, whichever you want to look at it. But look at this. Doctor Strange has the ability to go ahead and manipulate time. Not a whole lot. It's pretty restricted on what he can do, but it is available. And we're going to go ahead and drop this, like, some sort of, it's like an old-timey elevator down, and then we're going to need Groot to be large and in charge here. So if he's not, make that disco party happen, he'll step right on inside, and we're going to use Doctor Strange to actually make the time go forward. Now, for all you guys with good eyes out there, you're probably going to notice a little bit of a hiccup in the edit right about now. Oh, it was hard to see, but actually, I got up top here, and I switched characters on accident because I thought I was going to have to do that. I thought I was still controlling Doctor Strange, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, the game is kind of doing some of that for us. And unfortunately, when I switched characters, Groot dropped down, and I had to do the whole thing all over again. So I did drop down and pick up some extra studdage. So if you really saw any change at all, it probably wasn't the edit itself. It was probably the stud total jumping from one to another. But anyhow, we've made it through that, and we had to switch to Groot's big old hamster ball, and we opened the door, and look at this. Now we've got some magical skeletons with swords ready to throw down, and we got no problem with that. We can make mincemeat out of them, or I guess they didn't really have a whole lot of meat to begin with, but anyhow, moving along. She takes off, and we got to go find her. There's this weird little front side, back side of the castle. I'm not really sure what to call it. We're going to get there in a hot second, though. And there's also a mini kit on the left-hand side here. As it turns out, I open up this little door here because, look, it's telling me Doctor Strange needs to open this, so I do that. And then I hear that wonderful sound of the mini kit being revealed, but I got scared. And look at me. I'm like, no, get away from me. I want nothing to do with it. As you guys know, we'll be back in the free play for those collectibles that we are skipping right now. The story is simply to get through this and maybe have a little fun. And for those of you who don't get to pick up the game on release date, or maybe not for quite a while, it gives you an opportunity to kind of check things out and maybe evaluate whether this will be a game you'll add to your library at a later date. Now, I know some of you guys refuse to buy Lego games when they come out. I won't mention any names, but I will say a name that rhymes with smell. That's right. If some of you out there refuse to buy any Lego unless it's on mega discount, and I get criticized for actually paying retail. Anyways, for those of you out here who like to wait, no worries. These videos aren't going anywhere. In fact, the longer you do wait, the more likely I am to have the entire series finished. So for all of you out there who have purchased it on game day and are looking for collectible videos already, ooh, there's 20 levels of story we got to get through. Now, we thought about maybe doing things differently and playing through the story live and doing some live streams. Now, we're getting ready to go on a vacation and stuff too, so we might check that out, but it just all depends on if we get everything packed and out of here on time as planned. And if we do, like if everything gets done in a hurry, maybe I'll have time to do some streaming. But I try not to confuse you guys because I want to keep the same formulas. I want you guys to return back and know what you're after. I don't want you to have to dig through stuff and ask a whole bunch of questions. And as of right now, it's pretty simple. You got story, you got free play, which has all the collectibles, and free roam, which is the open world stuff that has all of the extra collectibles, and then any cleanup trophy achievements afterwards. So, all right, I've been flapping for quite a while that was related to non-gaming things, at least not related to this particular game at the moment. And yeah, you might have missed what was going on there. So essentially, we had to cut through that barrier and get up there. Gamora actually had what we needed, and behind that wall of green stuffs, we actually used Doctor Strange to manipulate that box on the wall, and then we pushed the button, and all of a sudden, check it out, we had a portal to get up top, and now we're where the Enchantress was a minute ago when I was calling it the front or the back or whatever, and well, we're up there now. And so I see this fire on the left-hand side, and I was pretty sure stamping that out was going to be the ticket, because I thought maybe we'd sneak on through to the other side of that big tower, but no such luck. It turns out we actually need to use Groot in his large form to go ahead and smash that cracked wall over to the right there. Now, it does take me a minute or so to figure this out, so bear with me, but it doesn't take forever, I promise. Now look, I ran over it right there, and I see the square, And I'm trying. Come on. And see, and I tried. Like, I literally tried multiple times to hit square right there, and nothing happened. So I kind of panicked and switched characters, thinking, okay, it's got to have something to do with these flying flags. No, has nothing to do with that. All right, that gold box needs Iron Man or somebody with heat ray, which I don't. All right, let's try this lift out. No, not going to work. And, all right, so I come back over here, and I'm like, wait a minute. I am Groot? What do I do? Oh, no! I fall down below. And like I said, it does. I do kind of waste some time here. So, basically, like I already told you, you're going to want to use Groot on that middle spot up there. Go ahead and run to the middle. And I probably should have edited this out, but, you know, it's fun every once in a while to let you guys know that there's a little noob in me, too. Not just with knowledge, but sometimes with gameplay. But look at that. Oh, what a super awesome discovery, Brian. Boy, I wish we would have figured that out minutes ago. All right, we can get up top here. We've got one of those, I don't know what these things are called yet. Some sort of energy somethings, and I fell inside that, which actually voided the awesomeness of it, so I had to redo it, and I was kind of confused here too. So again, user error never fails. We go ahead and drop down some bricks, and what do we got there? We can build those into, no, we got nothing. I got nothing. So what do we got? Oh yeah, we got to use Doctor Strange to manipulate time, and of course I went the wrong way. You got to go forward, so you want to spin the thing clockwise, but as you can see, the wheels are spinning in the background counterclockwise. So I made like the apple turn into what appears to be a seed. It looks like a stud, but I believe it's, so I'm gonna go ahead and wind it the other way and keep on keeping on. Come on, I made it to the halfway point, and all of a sudden, wait for it, booyaka show, we got what we need, and we are out of here.
After you.
I am Groot.
Hey, Doc, you think it's a bit quiet? I mean, no traps.
No traps?
You'd expect some traps in a place like this, right? You know, with the medieval thing going on.
Indeed, sir. In mine own castle, we have traps aplenty.
Welcome, friends, to my dungeon of doom.
Guys, rescue time? Take care coming down the corridor.
Yeah, there are the traps.
I don't know about you guys, but all I could think about when I saw this was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And, you know, the whole comment about only skeevy stoners eat fast food because it makes you fart. Anybody remember that? That's an old classic now, boy. That seems like the movie just came out the other day, but boy, it's been a long time. But yeah, go ahead and switch to Doctor Strange. Approach those blades that be swinging and hold down the icon indicated, and that should do the trick for you. Make your way into the new room, and you'll see Captain struggling on what appears to be one of those spinning knife-throwing boards you'd see, like, you know, at a circus or carnival or something like that. And it's not spinning, though. So, oh, wait, Dyke, it is. We go ahead and spin it around and take out the bad guys. And, of course, we'll go ahead and help Captain down. See what's cracking with him, huh? Or I guess we kind of know already, don't we?
Whoa! I think I'm gonna be sick.
And if I'm being honest, I don't quite blame him. As I found as I got older, I do not do well with rides, spinning, or even reading whilst in a car. Like, I don't do well with motion stuff. I guess it has something to do with being old. My dad used to say stuff, too, when he was younger, but now he's older, and now it's happening to me. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just in the genes. Maybe it's not an old thing. Maybe it's a carry thing. Anyhow, we go ahead and ricochet our baboingers. Well, I shouldn't say that. We ricochet our shield off of the baboingers, and inside we reveal another boss battle. We'll go ahead and grab the poiple inside, as that's probably the most important thing of this whole area, right? I mean, we need that poiple stud. We'll go ahead and smash, bang, boom, everybody else in the room too. And of course, the main importance is going to be getting that health meter all the way down. Now, I don't know if there's a special character that helps take that meter down faster than anybody else, but I did find that, you know, shooting from a distance can certainly help. Even though it doesn't take off much, it helps a wee bit. Now, the sword seemed to do a pretty good job, and it also took out nearby bad guys, too. So, I like swinging that thing around, and gosh, we're only halfway down with that health meter. It seems like this guy had a little extra sauce or something. I don't know. He certainly was a little bit more difficult or time-consuming than most of the other bosses. However, maybe it's just the size that's deceiving, because he's kind of taking the same amount of damage that a larger boss would take. However, he's just so small. So, all right, we're getting close, over the halfway point. Come on, cha, 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 cha. I think we get a nice little run here. We're getting close, I promise, I promise. Ooh, here we go. Tractor beam. Turns out we're not doing that right now, Doctor Strange. I'm sure that's some sort of a mini kit or a collectible that's related to those grapple plugs up on the chandeliers. Did you notice you could pull them down? Like I said, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to save that for later. Now, over in the right-hand corner, there is a purple over here, too. So there's 2 purples in here. And I thought for sure that I was going to get that stud requirement. But as it turns out, I fall short. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why didn't you go get those studs? Well, if I'm being totally honest, I was kind of trying to save the stud requirement for free play. I know that's really weird, but I was. So, oh, look at this.
Easy?
We've got him. And
Do we have to get medieval?
Kang's plans are way beyond you. You have no idea.
Try it.
Greetings and 1,000 thanks, fair yeoman. I am the one true Sir Percy.
Hail, Sir Percy! Well met!
What of Kang, my lord?
His portals allowed Garrett to storm my keep and Enchantress to enslave this kingdom.
There is another portal you have yet to discover. Where it leads, I know not.
Farewell, my lord.
Farewell, fair heroes. May your helm protect, your magic provide, and your shield prevail.
You're telling me you could have done that all along?
I am Groot.
None shall pass. Boom, 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 boom. Anybody know that song? I'm throwing out all this gold here. Really, it's just personal preferences of things I enjoy that I'm trying to relate to these videos. But look at that. Castle Hassle number 3, which happens to be level 3, is officially completed. We got the story beat, which unlocks that free play. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, especially if you feel this video was entertaining, maybe helpful, or just downright fun. We get a couple of characters as per usual, and it's gonna take forever. Not really, we only get a couple this time. We get Captain Avalon. Shake things up a little bit with his shield and sword. Yeah, that's right. We got Doctor Strange. It's nice to see you again, Doctor. Who else we got? We got, ooh, the Enchantress. I'm still wondering, it's gotta be. I mean, Marvel is, you know, X-Men's part of the Marvel Universe. It's gotta be. There's not gonna be 2 Enchantresses. I guess there could be an early and a late one. Like maybe she's good now or bad now and she's good lit. I don't know. But anyhow, that's gonna wrap it up for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 Level 3. What was it called? I forget. Oh, that's right, Castle Hassle. No, I'm just kidding. It was fun to say though, right? We got our trophy achievement, we got our gold brick, and we're ready to roll out. So that's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, see ya!